What's up, everybody? It's 𝐿𝐿 here, coming to you with another video, baby. Listen, we got some things to talk about really quick. I know this isn't something that you guys are used to, but I used to do stuff like this back on my back on my old channel. Girl, this is the channel. I used to do stuff like this before. I'm so sorry about the angle, but let me tell you about this stand right here. So Amazon sent me this stand a long time ago, and like, I don't know, my little big, I don't know if I want to cuss just yet, but my big boxy camera, in which I love, is so freaking heavy. Y'all ever seen someone with a big head and how it just be like that's the camera, like it does that. So I don't know, it's like this little thing underneath it can't support it, so I'm not even messing with it right now because it took a lot to get it where it's at, so just stick with me. So first of all, how are you, baby? How is ya? How you doing? Shakes titties, how you doing? Okay, it's like it's like how many in the morning? It's like 9:45 in the morning. And I told myself that I was gonna rest today. Like not do nothing, not leave the house. But I just can't see myself doing that. Like I don't know what it is about going outside in nature and riding my bike and seeing the views. It's so therapeutic. Also, I'm really big on driving. I love to drive. Like I love to drive to new places, stores, long distances, short distances, medium distances. I love that type of stuff. So basically I'm likely not gonna stay in the house. I think I am gonna go ride my bike. I'm feeling very energetic and motivated. I'm actually going to take a little sippy of my carrot ginger turmeric, get into it. This is my shit. Anybody that follows me on Instagram knows this is my shiz naive, okay? We're just but let me tell you. Also, what's that shit called? I would say magnesium. Maybe someone needs to take magnesium. Sea moss. Let me go get this sea moss. Let me go put you on this motherfucking sea moss. Let me go grab it. All right, this is what everybody needs to get into, okay? This is sea moss. Now, you know, P has weird taste buds. Those that know me know my taste buds a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? When I was a child, do y'all know castor oil? So my aunt used to feed me and my cousin castor oil to help with our skin. And I loved the taste of it. I don't know, like it was just so good. Was it castor oil or fish oil? I think it was castor oil, but that shit was so good to me. So I naturally have weird taste buds. This is what it looks like. I'm not gonna say it tastes good, but it doesn't bother me. But you know, that's not really saying much, okay? So what I normally do, because the texture gets to me a little bit, I just swallow it. Swallow it, baby. Like that. That gives me a lot of energy. Ooh, hold up, it's stuck in my throat. Okay. Girl, whoever made these knew what they were doing. Let me tell y'all, before I get into why I really came on here, I got into these when I got my BBL. Like, people don't understand. I'm not saying that you need to go out and get plastic surgery. That's not what I'm saying at all. Really quick, if you guys are still interested, for my people from how do I want to say this? For my old content, if you're here, my people that used to be into my old content, and for my people that are in my new content with the tarot, spirituality, and things like that, if you guys are interested in my BBL journey, let me know. I'm likely gonna post it anyway. All this stuff that I say, oh, let me know if you wanna see, I'm gonna post it anyway, girl, but I just wanna like involve you. Let me know if you're interested. But I gained a lot of good habits due to the BBL. Let me explain. When I used to smoke, like me wanting my BBL, it like helped me to stop smoking, because obviously you couldn't smoke a certain amount of time, and I'd be super paranoid. And my anxiety be up there. So once they tell me not to do something, I'm following directions. So I think I had stopped smoking like 6 months prior. I did not be playing. Also, like caffeine, I had stopped with the caffeine. It was a lot of like health changes that I made so that I could be healthy for my surgery, but that should be something that we should be doing all the time. But basically what I'm saying is, that's how I got into this. They had prune juice, and I love prune juice. I know. That's what I'm saying, my taste buds. Like, they had prune juice in those big containers. Why am I saying prune juice? They had prune juice and beet juice, yes, both. and like the beet juice was so good. That's the one that I meant. Stick with me, y'all. I'm still waking up. But the beet juice is so good. The prune juice is good. And this is good. There's this other one I didn't really like. It was like aqua fresca. Stay away from that. But anyway, you guys, getting into why I really came on here. I don't know why I came on here, actually. Like, I just came on here to say some of the things that were on my mind. These are like my more positive, intrusive thoughts. I just wanted to share some stuff with you guys. I wanted to see what your thoughts were. Like I said, I'm likely gonna do it anyway. I just wanted to see how you guys felt about it. So some of the things that I want to bring to my channel are the things that I used to do back in the day. So just telling y'all a little bit about myself. My name is not Janae. It's okay if you call me Janae, but my name is Paige. I am 25 years old, okay? I am currently, yes, an active duty military member, okay? Do I want to share anything else? Not really, but that's what I want to talk about the first thing. If you guys are interested in a Q&A, I know I've been asking these questions. I've been asking this for a long time, but you know, I was going through a lot, so shit, like I'm starting to feel better. We're going to talk about that as well. So if you guys would like a Q&A, let me know down below. I'm going to be naming out ideas and just let me know how you guys feel about it. So a Q&A, but I don't want it to just be about spirituality. I want it to be about a plethora of things. Please don't ask me shit about the military, okay? Don't do it, baby, because don't do it. Don't tread in those waters, okay? But anyway, I mean, if you want to ask like one or two, but girl, like, let's not. People know how I feel about that. So a Q&A. Two. So I'm going to be very open and very transparent for everyone of all races, but also I really want to speak to my chocolate beauties, my African American, my Black community, plus everybody else. Not to say it like that, I want to include everybody because I do feel like what I have to share is going to be beneficial for a lot of people. But I do think for my people who look like me from the African American community, I do think it is it's good to see someone that looks like us, okay, talking about what I am going to talk about, which is mental health and other things related to that, because not a lot of people talk about it. We are starting to transition into taking mental health more serious, even in the military. However, I do still think it would be very beneficial to share my experiences and how I feel about certain things, and normalizing medications, maybe even therapy, or even like certain spiritual practices, you know, bringing it to the forefront so people could start seeing like, oh wow, like maybe I shouldn't have this negative stigma around, or maybe I shouldn't follow the negative stigma and what people have to say about XYZ. Maybe it's not, before I say what I'm about to say, I hate to break it to people that are not African American, Black, from the Black community. But you know, and y'all can speak for us too down below, but some things have not been normalized in our community, such as mental health. So when you were going through certain things, it would be a lot of, "You not sad, girl, you ain't sad," or "Man, you depressed, man, you corny." Like, it would be stuff like that, you know? Like I said, we are transitioning into a different period. So basically I want to like show people like, no, it's not corny. Like, no, it's not just for a specific community to go through mental health stuff. No, like, because let me tell y'all, my Black community, like, you know, we got a lot of trauma. Okay, trauma is all throughout the roots, so this is very important. So if you guys are very interested in mental health topics, me talking about my experiences and things of that nature, I really want to bring that to you guys, because honey, it's been a journey, and I feel like, being that I have been in therapy for almost a year now, I can speak on it. That's another thing. 3, I don't know, count for me down below. I don't know, but I want to normalize therapy. I do think therapy is very important. So you guys are going to soon realize that I am not your normal spiritualist or spiritual person. I am also very practical. I think I tread on that line between spirituality and being up here in the ethers and being super 3D and practical, and I'm just like this. Like, I do my own thing. Not to like set myself apart, but basically what I'm trying to say is, don't put P in a box, because I will disappoint you. Like, I will disappoint, because I do believe in, especially now, more, how do I want to say it? What's the word? I believe, what is the word? I can't think of the word right now, but I do believe in going more of, no, let me look this up because I need to be on point when I say this. One second. Okay, boom. Holistic practices and then traditional medicine. I am someone that is in agreement with both. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just totally against one, I'm not just totally against this. I do believe in traditional practices as well. Like, there have been some times where I've done personal readings and people will come to me and think that I'm just gonna read for them and give them all the answers when it comes to mental health. No ma'am, like, cause there was somebody, I ain't gonna tell who it was, but there was somebody a long way back that I had to let them know, like, hey, I am not a doctor, and the magician is coming up here. So what's coming through for me is that there might be a need to look more into traditional medicine, because I do really feel like there are some benefits there. Now, I'm not telling you that you gotta go guzzle down some pills, but I just wanna like share my experience and see how it kind of like, you know, how it influences everyone. But you do what's best for you. I understand that some people don't wanna put certain things in their body, but I am gonna be talking about it. Segueing off of that, so I have really bad anxiety. Like, we'll talk about it more in depth. If you guys know about GAD, honey, okay, in my job in the military, for those that don't know, P is very intelligent, okay? And you know, my job, I don't tell the title of my job, but it is a top secret job. So I'm naturally privy to more information. Yes, I have a top secret, a TS clearance, you know, for my people that know. And when you have that type of clearance, you're naturally privy to more information. And depending on what your mission set is at your base, you can end up seeing a lot and being a part of a lot that a lot of other people in the military don't see. I respect all my brothers and sisters in arms, but what I want to say is there are some parts of the military, in my opinion, that don't have to see as much. For example, like my truest respect to the pilots, the people on the ground. You know, there's just different mission sets. There's different jobs. Everybody plays a part. I'm not here to down nobody's job. I hate when people do that. When they say stuff about services and stuff, no, everybody plays a part. And you'll never truly know how that job plays a part until you're like in that job, which you are not. So, you know, it's like mind the business that pays you. But what I'm saying is like, when you look at the kill chain, there are some people that hear about the kill chain and they don't really see or be a part of the kill chain. Then there's people that are. So basically, without going too in depth, because honey, that's gonna be triggering for me. There's just a lot of stuff that I have seen. You know, a lot is put on my shoulders as someone who was a younger airman. You know, I gotta give information to people all the way up here that's been in for years, and they like really depend on my information so that they can carry out missions. That was stressful, okay? And that was triggering a lot of anxiety on top of the fact that I have been essayed. If you know, I'm trying to watch just blurting it out on here. That I have been essayed, and you know, I had a lot of stuff going on with that. So it's like, there's been a lot. PTSD, all types of stuff, okay? So basically, with everything that I've been through, if we go back to that deployment, which I will talk about one day, I'm still working through that. I'm almost positive there was definitely some moral injury, okay? We're working through that right now with my therapist. Also, I was going through my spiritual awakening, my umpteenth one, and just a lot of stuff was like highlighted, and it was just like a real big like, whoa. But what I will say, on the brighter side, that deployment, as I told you guys before, that led me into finally starting tarot, not procrastinating on it, getting more into like my creativity, finding that light within myself, uplifting myself, talking to people, not being so isolated. You know, I did a lot to pull myself up, and that was when I recognized that I needed therapy. I don't know what it is about August going into December. There has always been some crazy ass shifts in my life around this time. It's always like, once we go into August, I don't know what happens going into September. I was about to say September on. Like I told you guys, September was I'm not gonna say the anniversary. That was when my essay happened. It was September 22nd. And it's like, that's also now when that deployment happened. And then it's like November, In October, I was, you know, deployed and everything. But when we go into October and then November, that's when my godfather, who is my father's best friend, he passed away. And then my dad passed away in December. So obviously these didn't happen on the same years. But you get what I'm saying? It's just a lot of energy around that time. And I think this has been the first year that I have really changed the dynamic around what these months represent for me and how I feel during these months. And getting to my point,
it's about damn time.
one of the things that I really truly feel has helped me, one, making certain behavioral changes. I have been going to therapy. I've been in, what did it be called? Hold on. I've been in, I don't know if it would be called like inpatient. I don't know. Because like it's a certain word, because there's different scales. I don't know, but basically I've been an outpatient. I've done even like an inpatient. It's called something though, because it's not like your normal inpatient. It's mainly focused on trauma, and it's mainly focused on working with women from the military. So it's like a section within an inpatient that helps with women who have went through any type of trauma in the military from any branch. It's in Florida. We'll talk about it. I've been there. I've been going to therapy, mental health. So like these are things that I want to talk about, especially to my military members, because there's a lot of stigma around what happens when you go to mental health. And that's why a lot of people don't go. And I want to talk about it because it has been nothing but positivity for me. So moving into my next point, I do take medications. That's what I was going to say. So the deployment finally got me into therapy. Once everything hit the fan like that and everything started jumbling up, like from the deaths to everything. I also had a pending court case. It was a lot going on around that time, and a lot of people don't know there was so much weighing on me because, this is crazy. I'm not gonna go too into it right now, but in regards to, let me see how I can say this. I gotta think about how I can say this without, you know, triggering myself or going too in depth. There was just a lot because, one, the person that did it was an African American man. And I'm not here to bash my African American men. You know I love you. But what I will say as an African American woman, you know, there was, at a point in time, I was really trying to talk to this person to see their point of view before I had to take it there. Because, and it's so crazy, I don't know why I'm like this, but I'm very protective over our community. And it's sad because obviously this person was not protective over me in that time frame. I'm trying to, you know, heal my perspective of how I look at it. But for a while, I had really been trying to talk to him, or like at a point in time, because it wasn't like a long time, because I reported that instantly. But I tried to talk to this person to kind of see their point of view, because what I was scared of, although I shouldn't have been scared about this, and you have to know me to understand I'm very empathic, and sometimes I do think about a lot of other people before I think about myself, which I'm learning. That's why I have such strong boundaries to this day, and that's why I can be very cutthroat. I guess a reason. But I was worried about how the system was going to treat him in the situation, because you would have to be, I don't want to say you would have to be African American to know, but I feel like someone will understand where I'm coming from. It was very scary to like, because yes, I feel like that person should have been punished. However, sometimes with the system, when you're African American, it's like sometimes the punishment exceeds, like it's overboard. I don't know, which it's hard for me to explain, because this person definitely should have been dealt with, and I believe that everyone should be dealt with accordingly. But basically what I'm trying to say is there was a fear around how far they were going to take it, and if they were really going to help me because they genuinely cared about what happened to me, or was it going to be a let's get on the black man type of thing. I don't know. It's a whole thing with that. We'll talk about that if you guys want me to. So that goes to my next point. If you guys want to hear more about my SA and the ways that I've been healing and pulling myself out of that, we could talk about that. Also, yes, I am an empath. Some people call me psychic, whatever. I do take antidepressants. I am very open about this. It has been life-changing. So the medications that I currently take right now, do I have them right here? This is what I want to talk about before. Really quick, I was very against medications. I never even considered medications until I went to that gosh darn facility in October, this past October, with the retrograde and all that other shit, the one that like got me to start smoking again. Bitch, that was stressful, okay? That is when I felt like, I'm like, oh, fuck no. Like, yes, I'm gonna take the meds, med me please. They have been helping. Like, I feel so calm and so clear. It took the edge off completely. I'm still, you know, working through the medication, but it is something that I wanna talk about. I'm gonna be a little bit all over the place, so stick with me. So some of the meds that I take is sertraline. I might be saying this wrong. When I do my dedicated video, I'll make sure I have it together. But basically, honey, Zoloft, okay? Zoloft is the business, okay? I also have prazosin, which, wait, Zoloft is good for, I've heard, like, people who have GAD, PTSD, depression, I think PMDD, maybe even OCD. It's a lot of stuff, so, you know, we'll talk about that. But I also take prazosin, which I use this for PTSD related dreams and nightmares. I have really bad night terrors, and my night terrors can be so bad to the point where I jump out of the bed, and like, it's a whole story, y'all. So, whew, like, I have been outside before, like literally, like out the door, balcony has been right there, like running because of night terrors. Like, it's a whole thing. They've been super scary. So this is ibuprofen, girl. What is this? There's another one that I take. Oh yeah. This is like my favorite. Hydroxyzin, which is visceral. So those are the medications that I take. I also do have visceral, where it's like PR during the day, where I could take it as needed. I really don't need it during the day. I've been noticing, like, the Zoloft and the 2 visceral at night have been helping me. I normally take that because, I don't know, I feel like it keeps me in the bed so I don't be popping up. Like, it really relaxes my mind. And honey, it has been working. So I do want to talk about that because as someone like me, I was very against medication. I didn't know what effect it was going to have on my body, my sex drive. Was I going to be a zombie? I didn't know if it was going to be like mess with my intuition, you know what I'm saying? But honey, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to see how the correlation goes together. I am not a medical professional. But when I tell you, ever since they upped my dosage, because at first I was taking 50 milligrams, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really feeling much. That's the thing about Zoloft. I will say Zoloft is a slow burn. So if you want something quicker, not a medical professional again, but if you want something that's like right then and there, I would look at the visceral. But Zoloft for me, it's been a slow burn. But as soon as they upped me to the 100 milligrams, which was about almost a month ago, honey, hats off, okay, chef's kiss. It's been perfect. Like, I could feel the difference. It's almost like I feel like a different person, but in a good way. I just feel like more of me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I still have my times where I get anxious. I mean, that just comes to territory. Like I said, it is a slow burn, but I feel more clear. My intuition feels sharper. I feel like it's helped me to balance out myself. I don't know, my solar plexus. I told my therapist, I'm like, I don't know if you know, but like about the chakras, but like my solar plexus, I really feel like it's been helping me, like, because my confidence is up. I'm not questioning a bunch of stuff. Something that people with GAD do struggle from is imposter syndrome, self-sabotaging, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm big on that, especially when it comes to my success. And just a lot of stuff. So it's been, oh shit girl, my flashing, y'all. Okay, so I have been, actually I want to show this again. Wow. So I don't know, it's just been helping me. Now, like I said, gotta keep saying this, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not telling you that when you pop Zoloft, your chakras gonna be aligned, you're gonna be feeling like me. But basically what I'm trying to say is, I've been feeling good. So if I could help somebody and maybe open up that door where they might try and see if it works for them, I will do that, because that's how good I feel. Not just that, my sex drive has came back. A lot of y'all did not know I did not have a sex drive. With everything that had happened to me, it was like I was disgusted by anything intimate, sexual, anything. And people that know me know that, like, I was very open about my sexuality and very comfortable with my sexuality. And I love, like, even artwork, like sex pieces, all that stuff. Like, I love it. I think sex is art. But after what had happened, I just felt so disgusted by anything sex related, intimate. I was like, but I'm starting to come out of that. So I just feel more in tune, and I don't want to go too long because this is going to be really lengthy. But boom, if you guys want me to talk about antidepressants, how it's affected me, Zoloft, boom, boom, hop, skip, things like that. Plus other things that I've been doing on the outside of medication, because I don't just think it's the medication. You gotta think, I have been going to therapy. I do work out and make behavioral changes and do stuff on the outside of the medication, but all of those things in conjunction have been fabulous, okay? I do want to talk about that. Something else I want to bring to my channel is, you know, weight loss and just working out. Yes, I've had a fucking BBL, we know, baby, but one thing people can't say about P's not lazy. Sometimes. P works out. Even after any BBL, because I've had two, BBL is a Brazilian butt lift, I have worked out, people notice. And even before I got a BBL, you can see videos on here of me talking about how I lost weight. There's one that has like probably almost like 500,000 views or something like that. I might be gassing it up, or it's either 500,000. I think it is 500,000 though, because it's been like a year or something. But it's like how I lost weight. Those are still some of the things that I still do today. So I used to play sports, I ran track, I played basketball, like baseball, all those things. So no one can really say shit. You can say what you want because it's you, but like no one can really say shit about me and working out, because I'm always gonna work out. So you can either get with it or get lost. Like you can either catch these tips or you can go watch somebody else's video. Like I was gonna say, catch these hands. Girl, but what I'm trying to say is like, I want to bring that to the channel. I am going to bring it to the channel, but before people start saying, well, you can't really speak on it because you had a BBL, but bitch, I can because I am. Like, I ain't my swing. Let me stop being bad. I want to talk about that because it's not just about the movements, the working out. I'm real big on diet. I have been fucking up a little bit lately. And I really think it has to do with the Zoloft, because I've just been feeling so good. So I've just been wanting certain things. But we'll talk about that. But I have been eating certain things lately. I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna get back on track. But I do want to talk about like diet, certain programs that I've done, such as Masi Arias or Masi Arias. I really love her. I've always loved her. I used to watch her even like in high school and follow her like back then, like whoo, love her. And she has very great affordable programs. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I want to talk about like actual workouts, routines that I have, even like spiritual practices that I incorporate in that. Because like a lot of times when I work out, I also focus on releasing negative energy. That's something I do with working out. Also, like when I get a tattoo, that's how I fucking release. Like there's certain ways that I do stuff, and like I incorporate my spiritual side with that. So I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about like the mind and how the mind plays a big part in working out. Because a lot of people are going to tell you guys, oh, when you work out, the first thing that you need to do, girl, do I need to regloss? Do I need to regloss? The first thing that you need to do is hop in the gym, boom, boom, boom. No. I personally think people might not agree, but for me, how it's always been. Because you have to mentally prepare yourself, because sometimes there's a fear of how you look, what other people are doing. You know, there's a comparison. For me, the first thing that I do is first get my mind into the mindset that we are about to start working out. First thing, or second thing after that is I at least walk to the gym or walk in the gym. That's my first thing. I always tell people at least walk in the gym. That is the first step I take. I go in the gym, I look at the gym, I look at the equipment, and then I leave. Because that's a huge step. A lot of people can't even drive to the gym, let alone go to the gym. So just the fact that I was able to step in there and look, it like, for me, it tricks my mind into being like, okay, boom. See, you don't have to fear this. You don't have to be in that procrastination energy. You really can just walk in, and you do have the confidence to walk in. And then, you know, I do a little light something. I might walk a day or lift a weight, a little something. Basically, I do a lot of mind prep before I jump into the gym. And after that, that's when I go in. I have a very addictive personality. So like once I like something, I keep on going until I'm tired of it. But with working out, it's more like continuous. So I want to talk about like mental practices, because that's big. Because a lot of times, even with addictions and cutting stuff off, we think we can't do something, or we think we need something, when really if we just show ourselves and put ourselves in a position to prove that thought wrong, it's like we can prove that it's wrong, and then we can like move forward. Whether it be like, oh, you don't really need coffee all the time, or oh, you can walk in here and not be nervous or give that presentation. So that's the stuff I want to talk about. Also, I've been decorating my home and stuff like that. So if you guys want to see videos on me painting, which I'm probably just going to post, we'll talk about that. I'm trying to think of what else. As I've been mentioning, I'm going to talk about, I think I want to do a video on what I would say to my younger self. This is that motherfucking shit, bitch. Oh my fucking God. Who made this? I need to know who was the author, who was the creator of this, okay? Because they knew what they were, R.W. Knudsen. Shout out to them, okay? But other topics, the fear of success, because so many people talk about the fear of failure, but really there is a fear of success, and like poverty consciousness, lack mentality. I want to talk about fake friendships, fake bitches, you know what I'm saying? How to recognize that, how to set boundaries, say no, bullying, because I was bullied long way back. That's why I'm so cutthroat now. Like I don't tolerate now. I'm not saying I'm the big bad wolf or nothing, but I do stand up for myself. I want to talk about being like a strong person, a strong personality, how to balance, you know, I'm learning those things. How to heal from a breakup, both spiritually and also practically, like 3D ways, and then also spiritual ways. I want to talk about how to get multiple streams of income, because that is something that I do, and like different things that you can like jump on the bandwagon with and like really make some money, like some passive income. I want to talk about that. Credit. Let me see what else. Fear of success. Oh yeah. I just want to tell stories of me back in the day, because yeah, I ain't perfect, honey. But when I was younger, I said this in my video, I used to be really shy. I think people just can't see it because where I'm at today. I did start growing out of it as I went into high school, especially college, kinda. But when I was younger, you could ask people that I went to church with, because I lived at the church. You could ask people I went to church with, my grandma, my mom, my cousins, people that were around me, the people I used to mime with, because I used to do mime, dance ministry, puppet ministry, things like that. You could ask them. I was shy. Y'all, I used to be scared to smile in front of people. At a point in time, can you believe that Paige used to not smile? Cha-ching. I didn't know I had a nice smile, and it's so funny because I always had nice teeth, or like, I mean, my teeth are small, but I think they're nice. And I did have braces, but I never really had crooked teeth. I just had a crossbite that you really couldn't see unless you were like doing a little x-ray, and I had a gap in the front. Isn't that crazy? I used to have a gap, and it was cute. Kind of miss it, but you know. But yeah, I've had braces, but like I was talking about this in my video, like I didn't really know I had a nice smile until somebody told me I had a nice smile, and I was like, oh my god, like, you know, I have a nice smile, wow. I'm gonna have to tell her like she plays a part in like, I'm gonna tell her about this video and tell her to go to this specific part, because she probably doesn't even know or remember when she told me I had a nice smile. We were at the mall, and I don't know, I smiled, and she was like, oh my god, you have a nice smile. And I was like, oh my god, I do. What am I saying? I do have a nice smile. If y'all knew what my mom looked like, it's funny because she told me a similar story. She used to not smile and think she had nice teeth. My mom has beautiful teeth. The one thing I will say about her and my brother, they got big teeth though. I have little teeth. They have big, beautiful smiles with big teeth. And then I have like a little small teeth. Y'all, my baby teeth. You see that? My baby teeth used to be so small that I used to swallow them. It was a whole thing. Like they would have to like get it and like really hold on to it, because you know, the tooth fairy, like, sometimes I would swallow my teeth and it just wouldn't work out because my teeth were so small. So I want to talk about that, and how shy I used to be and how I grew out of that, and how to work on your self-esteem. That's something I'm still working on. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna conserve some of my energy right now because I do want to go on a bike ride. I keep telling myself to rest, but bike riding is just so therapeutic. I don't know, it's something about it. I just love it. Like I be dying when I be on there, because I be doing like 20 miles a day. Anytime I ride, I do 20 miles, 20 to 16, and girl, I do be dying. I do be dying, but I be feeling good after. Probably like 30 minutes to an hour after, not right after. I be pissed on that thing. If someone saw me on that trail, I be pissed off. I'm like, oh, I'm about to turn around. But I be making it, baby. I be making it shake, baby. But anyway, so those are things that I want to talk about. This was very candid, open, and honest. Please let me know your thoughts down below, even though you know P is gonna do what she wants to do anyway. But, you know, this is more so, I guess maybe this is more so like this is what I'm about to do. Get with it or get lost. Or, you know, no, really, just asking like who would be interested, because I'm gonna start to integrate my old and my new and merge with some new stuff. That's where we're going with this. So yes, you guys, for the sake of resonates, let me know. But no, yeah, you guys, this was just a little song, okay? it's funny because I was actually vlogging, so there will likely be a video before this, like when I still had the hair in, because I like did a takedown of like my locks. These are my locks, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing I need to do, a video on my locks, baby. Yeah, it's been like a year. Period. Ooh, girl, that's too much. That's too much. It'll be 2 years in February, I think. And honey, they're thriving and surviving, okay? So yeah, you guys, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.